welcome to Wake Up and Make Up Monday with me, Terry. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returner, welcome. All right, so I promised you guys that we would play a little with some of the Boxycharm stuff. So I have the Boxycharm from both the premium and the regular Boxycharm, and I'm a little nervous because it is Valentine's Day today and I'm not used to using a tinted moisturizer, but we are going to try this. This is the Pure 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer. Mine is in the color MN3. If it doesn't work, I'll just go over it with my foundation. I don't know, about the color. The color is going to be okay. I've already prepped my skin. There's the color. Let's see, it looks a little yellow. And we're going to, we're just going to see. We're just going to dab this in. I'm going to use you guys as a, it is just supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, not a full coverage. Although right now it quite looks like it's giving quite a bit of coverage, doesn't it? We'll see when I finish. I could always use some like concealer too for like the areas I think that need more coverage. All right, so it covered this side really nice, but I need some on this side. It might be good for people with aging skin to use a tinted moisturizer. Sometimes I think we put too much foundation on and it settles, in our lines and stuff. I don't know that you're supposed to, I think you're actually just supposed to do this with this. But I'm so used to using my sponge. All right, so it did give me some coverage. I can still definitely see my skin. I would say it more just sort of evens things out. I definitely think I need a little bit more. We're gonna go in with an Anastasia Beverly concealer. We're just gonna keep going and see how this look comes out. I'm used to wearing more of a medium foundation, so I don't know if I'm gonna like the look, what I'm gonna be in. I'm using the other side of this, what I'm gonna be left with. Maybe it'll be fresh and pretty, who knows? Maybe it won't be, who knows? This is a very moisturizing Anastasia Beverly concealer. I think I've used it before. It's extremely moisturizing. I do have some bags under my eyes. I kind of lost a night of sleep when I was watching Grayson. And I did sleep last night, but not the night before. So I am recuperating. All right, I'm going to put some of the Fenty powder, which is the lavender powder, on my face. I already opened it. Here lavender is supposed to brighten up your skin. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, that much, and swirl it and just set this. I know a lot of people use lavender like for under the eyes and stuff, but we're just using it all over because I know Fenty has good powders. I have another powder by Fenty. I am gonna take a little bit more under the eyes where I need a little extra help today. That was a lot more. That's okay, we'll fix that in a second. It's fine if it can sit there and set. And happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. I'm still in my PJs. I don't know what I'm doing today. I haven't gotten dressed yet. We have really bad ice out there. When you guys see my vlog, you'll see that we had a lot of damage from the ice storm in our backyard. Hit our fence, made a huge mess. And what is this? Lipgasm lip gloss. Let's put that on to start with, just to get our lips a little juicier. Oh, this is the one with color. This is the Trust Fund Beauty, and it's in the color Unprofessional. I don't know that I'll keep this on because I usually match my makeup to what I'm wearing. It does match my PJs. All right, so actually, this is really nice. It has a tint, as you can see, just a very little tint, nothing insane. it's weird feeling. It's not sticky, I don't know, but it feels kind of thick on my lips. Almost like a lip treatment versus like a daily wear lip thing. So we got two, we didn't get a blush, so I'm gonna use my blush, but we got two palettes. We got the Ofra palette here. So we got highlight, oh, we have blush right here and bronzer. So we'll use that. And then we got the Olive You Forever palette by Voss, which I'm excited to get into this one, if I can get in. I don't have any nails anymore. Yeah, we'll use this today for the eyes. And we'll use the highlight and blush from the Ofra. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the blush and the, well, not the blush, the, all right, this looks like a little bit dark, this bronzer for me. So I'm gonna kind of swirl it in lightly. Yeah, it's a little dark. If you got this palette and you're my skin tone, go in lightly. Go in lightly. This will bring a little bit more color and coverage also into my skin. So I will say that that foundation, that tinted moisturizer looks nice. It's not the kind of coverage that I'm used to. What I think it would be good for though is summer days when you don't want a heavy foundation on and you really, really just want, but you want to look a little bit more pulled together. You don't want to go makeupless. So like a no makeup day, that's what I think this would look good with. So I think it's nice, and I think it was a good color choice for me. It's just not as much coverage, but I'm okay with it. We'll see how the overall look might be fine. Maybe we're all wearing too much foundation. We don't need the heavy foundation. And what I think I'm gonna like about it is I don't think that it's gonna sink into my lines as deeply as I've been dealing with foundation, because especially like up here, foundation sinks in there and then I have to like rub it out. And so far, that's not doing that at all. My skin looks pretty good. Now what it's not going to cover is like little blemishes and things like that. That's something that I'm going to have to deal with like, I'm going to have to use concealer for. All right, we're going into this shade here. I think it's called Intentions for the blush. It's a pretty rosy blush. Sweeping it up. It's just a pretty color. I'm gonna wait to do my my highlight till the end. It's like the finishing touch, you know? From Fenty Beauty we'll be using today too. But let's get into here. I think I want to wear some of these like mauve-y shades. I do want to do a look with you guys with green, but it's not going to match what I'm wearing today for my outfit. So some of these mauve-y shades, we're going to start here. This one is called Wishful. That's going to be our starter shade. Oh, let's take this off so we can maybe use this mirror. Let's bring you guys in. All right, looks like I got a little left over. I washed my face, but sometimes that stuff doesn't like come off all the way. Okay, so we're going in with the color Wishful as the transition shade. I'll do a nice nude mauve look today. So got to build this shade up. It's not super pigmented, just fine. You can have more control when you got to build it up. I'm just gonna do one eye with you guys and do the other one off camera, just to save time. I'm doing little like circle motions just to sort of blend those edges. All right, we're gonna fix this up here, but we're gonna do that in a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna go in, actually I'm gonna take Wink, the color right below it, this lighter shade, and go right over the top here in with that Wink shade. Since my eyebrows still aren't done. I think Wink was darker than I thought. Oh well, we'll get it cleaned up. All right, now I'm gonna take the color Charmed, which is this darker shade, and I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, and I'm just gonna put that in the outer corner here. All right. All right, now I guess I'll go in with Lovebird right here. It's kind of like a pinky coral shade, and put that in the center area. That's pretty. Let's use my finger here, mesh that in. I'm gonna take my finger and use Major Spotlight, which is this whitey shade, and put that up in here. All right, now I have to go back in a little bit with that darker shade. Using a little tiny brush here just to get the definition back to the spot. Using that same brush, wiping it off, I'm gonna take that Major Spotlight, the lighter color, up here. Right over, because I went up too high, I'm just going right over. Oh, damn it. All right, mistake. Back with Wishful here to fix this mistake I made. And I'm just gonna come back in the crease. Darken that crease back up. All right, let me do the other eye, I'll be right back. Okay, we got both eyes matching. I'm gonna go in with the color Wishful underneath the eye. And start getting that going. This brush has a scratchy bristle. What is this brush? It's a Morphe brush. Normally I don't have issues with Morphe, but there's a scratchy one in here. And you notice it when you're under your eye, you know, because it's like, that's your crepey sensitive part. Oops. All right, now same thing, we're going in with the dark shade that we used, Charmed, underneath, like just to smoke it a little bit. And I'm just doing this about halfway and pretty close to the lash line. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm actually gonna take that same color Charmed, and I'm gonna just go real close to the lash line here as well. I'm just gonna kind of almost use it as like a liner. I bet if I wet this too, it'd be really nice, but I'm just sort of pressing it into the top just to help us with the liner. I'm probably still gonna add a liner, but this gives it a little bit of a softer look and not such a harsh line when I put the black on. And you don't really even have to. You could actually just do that and leave it like a little bit of a softer line. Maybe we will do that. Maybe it's sort of like a little romantic look. Maybe we'll just leave it. Gotta have, you know, you get, people are like, oh, I don't have a steady hand. I don't either. You just practice. You get better at it. If you make a mistake, it's no big deal. Like, who cares, you know? This all washes off, so don't forget, you can just take it off. I'm getting a little fallout with this shade, so, which is not good because it's really dark and I already did the rest of my makeup. To avoid that, just do your makeup last, do your eyes first. There, now we have a little bit of a softer look. The eyes are popping blue, which looks really good. I'm gonna take this and brush that off. All right, I'm going to put some liner on my lower lashes, which I need to find, hold on. All right, I'm just using a Stila pen gel. I think it's like a gel one, and I'm just doing my inside here. Stila makes a good liquid liner pencil. It's really nice. Goes on nice and easy. You don't need a lot of pressure. I have a burgundy, but every time I try to use a burgundy, I feel like it just is too much. Like if I tried to use it with this color, it just doesn't seem to, I don't know, it makes my eyes look red instead of like drawing out the contrast with the black. So, all right guys, so I need to put regular mascara on here. This is the Fenty mascara. This is their, it's 'Cause I'm Black is what it's called, and it's the Fenty by Rihanna Full Frontal Volume Lifting and Curling Mascara. So I'll do one eye with you guys since we are trying it. I'm almost out of my Anastasia, oh, there's a big chunk at the end. My Anastasia stuff. So let's just see how this does. I might be putting lashes on before I go out. We'll see. And then again, I might not. You never know. All right, so far, let's just coat one. I already made a mess of my top eye, which I can just go over with shadow and it'll disappear. I like the Anastasia better so far. Let's try a second coat and see what we get. And also do my bottom lashes. It's not a super wet formula, which that's nice. Well, I don't know about curling. I have kind of like already somewhat curled eyelashes. I don't ever have to use a curling thing. There's a difference. I mean, it definitely shows. The bottom are really hard to get though. These, I don't think it's doing that much for. All right, well, and it dries quickly, so keep that in mind. So what you can do, I got a little spot. I don't know if you can see it right there. So I'm just gonna take that dark color that we lined with. You could wait and clip it off, but I'm just gonna go over it. It's not gonna, gone. So, since we're gonna use that as liner, I wanna make it bigger. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, the eyes are done. And actually looking at the skin with just tinted moisturizer on that, I think it looks okay. I'm gonna back out just a little so we can do the highlight. I think I wanna use, well, first on my nose, I'm gonna just use this light color here, up and down on my nose. And that's the color that I would use to like do highlights in other areas on your face as well. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this pink shade. I have this pink shade and it's beautiful up here on my face. Isn't that pretty? I think this is called Pillow Talk or something. Oh, it's just, this is all of the lights, so I'd have to tell you I'd have to look at mine separately. But look at that pretty pink. Now, if you want, you can take a little bit of that first shade we used too and add it to the mix. I mean, you can really kind of customize this look. You could swirl them all together too, is also pretty, but I'm specifically using the pink to give us a little bit more of a rosy glow. Really pretty. I am going to take that lighter shade just for a little pop right here. And I'm going to do it on both sides. The first shade we used. And just bring it up. And the lighter shade on my lip. And I think we're done. The only thing that I need to do is brush my hair, number one, and I'm gonna put a different lipstick on. I don't know what I'm gonna put on my lips yet, so we're just gonna leave the lips bare. They still have that pretty gloss on it, and you guys will see me later with some kind of lips on. But overall, I think that's really good. I'm gonna spray it with my setting spray. This is the end of it. Yeah, definitely the end of it, because I can feel it. And I'm just gonna bounce this in just to make it all look really seamless and blended. I like how that pink, I like how the highlight looks. I think that's beautiful. Ofra has one of the best highlights out there. And the eyeshadow worked really well. I wish there had been more of a pinky like shimmer in there, and there wasn't. That was more of a peach shimmer. I wonder if I could have probably used the pink in here, the pink highlighter. I probably could have used that. Let me just swatch that for you and show you. You saw it on my skin, but there it is. So I could have used that. But overall, I think it looked pretty. We do need to use this on and do some of these olive shades. Let me just swatch those for you too, and give you a little bit of an idea of what these look like. Oops. There's one more. I'll do this on the top. Okay, there are the three kind of green shades, really pretty. Really, really pretty. You've got like almost like a forest green, more of an army hunter green, and then this is more of a bronzy green. So we'll play with those sometime. Actually, doesn't that pink look pretty with those greens? We could do something with that together. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Wake Up and Makeup Monday. All the products used below will be listed if I can. Since they came in Boxycharm, I'll list Boxycharm. If you haven't signed up for Boxycharm, you don't have a lot of makeup, it's such a great way to get makeup and to really build up your stash. That's how I started. So we both will get, I think, 500 charms as well, which is the same as $5 in there, and you can use that for free makeup. So I will list that below for you. If any of the stuff can be listed, like if it's sold outside of Boxycharm, it will be listed for you. I have a dog who needs to go out. I'll see you in a minute. Take care. Have a great day.